Welcome to the Deep Dive. You've brought us some really interesting material today.
Yeah, it's all focusing on, well, a pretty key part of English grammar, isn't it? The present perfect tense.
Exactly. And we're thinking of this as like a way to unlock how English speakers connect the past with what's happening right now.
Mm-hmm. And the goal, as we understand it from, the listener input, is to really get a solid handle on this quickly.
Right, without getting totally overwhelmed by grammar rules. Hopefully hitting some of those aha
Oh,
moments.
pretty satisfying clicks, yeah.
So that's the mission for this deep dive. Unpack the present perfect, look at its different uses, and really show why it's, well, pretty crucial for communicating naturally in English.
Okay, so where do we start? A key point from the sources is that core idea. It connects the past and the present.
Yeah, that's fundamental. Even though we might be talking about something that happened before, it's still considered a present verb form.
Which means it always gives us information about now. That's the takeaway.
Okay, so how does that connection actually work? I guess we need to start with how you even, build the tense.
Good starting point. The basic structure.
Right. It's pretty straightforward on the surface. You use either have and has,
Depending on the subject, yeah.
and then you add the past participle of the main verb. Simple enough. And of course, we use contractions all the time.
Oh, definitely. I've, who's, ooh, makes it sound much more natural.
And for lots of verbs, the regular ones, the past participle is just the same as the simple past tense, right?
Exactly. Like finished or left. So you get finished, finished, finished.
Right.
Or leave, left, left.
Easy. But then,
Uh-oh. Then come the irregulars.
yeah, English loves its irregular verbs, and you really, really need to know their past participle forms to use the present perfect correctly.
Absolutely essential. Think about common ones like go,
Right? Go becomes went in the simple past.
but gone for the past participle. Or eat.
Eat, ate, eaten.
You just have to learn them, really. There's no way around it.
It's part of the journey. Now, the source also mentions the continuous form, like have been doing something.
It does, yeah. Have or has plus been plus the verb ending in ing. Like, I've been waiting for ages.
But respecting the listener's wish not to get overloaded.
Right. We decided to focus just on the simple form for this deep dive. Keep it clear.
Makes sense. Okay, quick detour. Negatives.
Yeah.
How do we make it negative?
Super simple. Just add not after have or has.
So have not, has not.
Or, more commonly, the contractions haven't and hasn't.
Got it. And questions. We saw some examples earlier.
Yeah, for questions, you just flip the order of have or has and the subject.
So instead of you have booked, it's
Have you booked the tickets yet? Or how long has your sister been a vet?
okay. Or how many people have you told about this? That inversion is key.
Exactly.
Right. Structure covered. Now, for the fun part, how do we actually use it?
Oh.
The first big use your sources mention is life experiences.
Yeah, this is a really common one. It's about talking about things you have or haven't done at some point in your life up until now.
And the timing isn't the main focus, is it?
Not usually, no. It's more about the experience itself, whether it's part of your life story so far, like it adds to who you are now.
Okay, so the examples really help here, like those little dialogues. Have you ever been to Argentina?
And the answer, no, I've never even been to South America, but I'd love to go. See, it's about the experience, not when.
Or have you ever been skydiving?
Yeah, actually, it was amazing. Again, the focus is on have you done it?
And have you tried kangaroo before?
No, never. What's it like?
Curiosity about the experience itself.
Okay, and the classic. How many times have you seen this film?
More than once. Okay, I've seen it 8 times. Counting experiences over a lifetime.
So those question structures are really common here. Have you ever?
Has.
Have you ever? How many times have you?
The source adds more like, have you ever seen a ghost? Or have you met Amit before? How many times have you bought something and never worn it? I think we've all done that one.
Probably. But the key thing, as you said, is that when it happened isn't specified. It's about the whole period leading up to the present, your life till now.
Right. It's like building up a picture of someone's experiences without needing exact dates.
Exactly. It's about the accumulated history that shapes the present person.
Okay, use number 2. This one seems crucial for that past-present link.
Yeah.
Talking about unfinished time periods.
Yeah, this is where that connection is really obvious. We use it for periods that started, but, well, they haven't finished yet.
Like, today.
This week.
Exactly. Today, this week, this month, this year, or even vaguer periods like recently, or time frames starting with since, like since Monday. They're still open.
Okay, the example about the internet problem illustrates this well. Someone asks, have you called about the internet yet?
And the reply, I haven't. I'm sorry. I've been so busy all day. All day is still ongoing.
Then the other person pushes back. You said you'd do it today. I haven't been able to do any work since Monday. Right. Today and since Monday are unfinished periods, and the frustration continues. I've tried to call several times this week.
This week, still happening. You can really see the ongoing time frame.
And the other example about feeling unwell.
Oh, yeah. Well, I haven't been feeling well recently.
Recently, an open period. I've had a really bad cough for a couple of weeks now.
A couple of weeks now. Still true. This week, I've started to feel really slow and tired.
And I haven't had much appetite. Again, this week links the feeling to the present.
So the contrast is with finished times, right? If it was yesterday.
Then you'd use the past simple. I was so busy yesterday, not I have been.
Or I didn't feel well last week instead of I haven't felt well.
Exactly. The tense signals whether the time period is closed or still open and relevant now. Present perfect keeps the door open to the present.
Got it. Now, the source mentions a subtle point. Sometimes you could use either tense with an unfinished period, like today.
Ah, yes. That slight difference in meaning, like, I've worked hard today, versus I worked hard today.
What's the nuance there?
Well, often, I've worked hard today with the present perfect suggests the day isn't quite over yet. There might still be work to do, or it's still, today.
Okay, the connection to the present moment is stronger.
Whereas, I worked hard today, past simple can imply the working part of the day is definitely finished. Maybe it's evening now. The focus is more on the completed work within that day.
Huh. That's subtle but interesting. It's about the speaker's perspective on whether today is still active in relation to the work.
Precisely. How finished or relevant they feel that period is now.
All right. Third key use. Describing situations that started in the past and are, crucially, still true now.
This is all about duration. States that began back then and just continue.
Living somewhere.
Exactly. The example question. How long have you lived here? And the answer, for about a year.
Implying you still live here right now.
Correct. Or knowing someone. Have you two known each other long?
Yes, since we were at primary school. And they're still friends.
Right. Marriage, too. How long have they been married? I'm not sure. I think for a couple of years.
Meaning they are still married now. And even owning something.
Yeah, the jacket example. Nice jacket. Is it new?
This. No, I've had it for years. Still got it. Still wear it.
All of these show a state that spans from a past point right up to the present moment. It hasn't stopped.
Now, this is where that common mistake comes in, isn't it? The source flag saying something like, I've bought this jacket for 3 years.
Ah, yes, that's a classic learner error. Why is it wrong?
Well, buying is a single action. It happened once in the past. It's finished.
Right. The present perfect here needs to describe the continuing state, not the initial action.
So you'd say, I bought this jacket 3 years ago. That's the past simple for the finished action.
Or, for the continuing state of ownership, I've had this jacket for years, or I've had it for 3 years. Using have as the main verb in the present perfect.
Okay, that makes sense. Focus on the ongoing state, having, not the completed action, buying.
And again, comparing with past simple helps. I've lived here for about a year. Means I live here now.
But I lived there for about a year means...
I don't live there anymore. It's finished.
Same with marriage. How long have they been married? Asks about their current status.
Versus how long were they married? Which implies they're divorced or one partner has passed away. The state is over.
So always ask, is the situation still ongoing now? If yes, present perfect is often the way to go for duration.
Exactly. It highlights that continuing relevance.
Okay, on to the fourth and final key use we're covering. Past actions that have a clear, noticeable result in the present.
Yeah, this is where a past event directly impacts the now. The present perfect shines a light on that connection, that consequence.
Like the example of feeling sick. What's wrong with you?
I've eaten too many cakes and now I feel terrible.
The past action eating cakes has a very obvious present result, feeling ill.
Or losing something. Have you lost something?
Yeah, I've lost my phone. I put it down somewhere and now I can't find it.
Losing it is past, but the result, not having it now, is present.
And the poor cat example.
Oh, dear. Oh, no, the cat's been sick on the couch.
Past action, but the present result is, well, a mess on the couch that needs attention now. maybe followed by again, that's the third time this week, which uses the unfinished time idea too.
Good catch. Yes, it shows how these uses can overlap. But the core here is cause, past action, and effect, present result.
And there's a pattern here in conversations, isn't there? The source mentions we often start with the present perfect.
Right, to state the situation with its present result. I've lost my phone.
And then we often switch to the past simple to ask for more details about the past event.
Exactly, like, oh no, when did you last use it? Or, I've eaten too many cakes. Oh really? How many did you have?
That makes sense. Present perfect sets the scene based on the present result. Past simple digs into the when or how of the past action.
It's a very natural conversational flow.
And if we just use the past simple, like I lost my phone, that doesn't automatically tell us the present situation, does it?
Yeah. Not necessarily. You might have found it again 5 minutes later. I lost my phone just states a past fact.
Whereas I've lost my phone strongly implies it's still lost now.
Precisely. Same with the cat was sick on the couch. Maybe someone already cleaned it up. That the cat has been sick highlights the present problem.
So the present perfect emphasizes that the past action has created the current situation or result.
Exactly. That ongoing relevance is key.
Okay, wow. So recapping the 4 main uses we've dug into: life experiences,
Up to now,
unfinished time periods,
like today or this week.
situations that started in the past and are still true,
Duration up to the present.
and past actions with present results.
The consequences we see now.
And across all of them, that core idea holds true. The present perfect always connects the past to the present in some way.
It really does. Which leads nicely into that question from the source material for our listeners to think about.
Right. Can you name all the other verb tenses in English? That's a challenge.
And maybe more personally, which one do you find the most difficult to understand? It's good to reflect on those tricky areas.
Absolutely. And for anyone wanting to solidify this source mentioned a quiz.
Yeah, on the English Voice Club channel. Sounds like a good way to get some practice if you want to take it further.
Definitely worth checking out.
And maybe just a final thought to leave with everyone.
Go for it.
Start really listening for the present perfect when you hear native English speakers. Notice when they use it and try to figure out why which of these uses fits.
That's great advice. Actively noticing it in action.
Yeah, because understanding those nuances, how it bridges time, can really, enrich your own communication.
Yeah.
It helps you express that connection between your past and your present much more accurately.